Let me take you back about 3 years ago. My husband and I went on a trip to Haiti with an organization called Heart to Heart. And what they do is they have set up a system to take care of orphans. It started a long time ago, over 25 years ago, when Pastor Luke took on a few kids. There were maybe 10 of them that had lost their parents during the huge earthquake that happened there, and took them in his home, and eventually started to help other orphans that would lose their parents. Eventually it grew into a bigger organization, and now there's over 100 orphans that are living with Pastor Luke in the establishment, since he has also built a church, a school for over 600 kids, and 6 other satellite schools in the mountains. Because in Haiti, if you want to make a living as an entrepreneur and you want to have a garden, you can't stay this is in the village of Grand Goave. So you can't stay in the village because the ground is not really good for agriculture. So you need to go up in the mountains, which is about a 4-hour walk. And there are no roads, so you have to walk through the river. And cars and trucks drive through the river to have access to these schools that live up in the mountains. The reason why Pastor Luke built these schools in the mountains was to allow these families of farmers to send their children to school, so that the kids would not have to walk 4 hours to get to school every day. So these little schools were built there. So as part of our task when we were there, it was about 3 weeks after another earthquake. So we were delivering food to these different satellite schools. So one day we take the big truck that you can see on the picture, and we start driving through the river, which has part rocks, part water. It's a pretty dry river, and at some point we have water pretty high, and we're freaking out. And what happened is we got stuck. So there's about 4 of us in the truck, and we're starting to try to get this truck unstuck. And the people living in the mountain are waiting for us, and they see us from up above, and they start walking down, and they come to help. And now we're frantically pushing, and there was a point where it was absolutely hilarious, because you would see 4 people pushing one way, and then 8 of them pushing the other way. And then they were starting to put rocks underneath the tires, but at the front and at the back at the same time, so the truck couldn't go anywhere. And it was absolutely ridiculous. We were stuck for over an hour and a half, and nothing was moving, nothing was happening. We would go forward, back, forward, and because everybody was working really hard, we're all sweating, we're all working super hard, we're running around with the rocks, and until Albert, the leader of our group, comes out, and he said, "Hey, I got stuck here once, and then you put some rocks and you put them there. You go there. You remove these rocks. You guys go all at the back." And in 5 minutes, the truck was out. And that's what happens when you work smarter, because you can work really, really, really hard. And I think that's what's happening right now, especially even myself as an entrepreneur. I'm frantically trying to save my business, right? Because we haven't been in a normal world for 3 months now, and we're figuring out ways to hustle, and then to reinvent ourselves, and to create a different kind of income for ourselves. And we're working hard, and we forget that sometimes it's not about working hard, it's about working smarter. So let's see if we can instead pull back, get out of the truck, and say, "Hey, is this making sense, what I'm doing right now? How could I work smarter?" Right? It would make a lot more sense. So sometimes we're doing a lot of stuff, but start looking at exactly what it is that you do, and ask yourself, am I working smart here? Or am I just pushing frantically on every side of the truck? So ask yourself, for everything that you do, start to organize yourself, start to organize your time, start to debate, do I really need to do this? Is this really what I need done right now? Does it make sense? Instead of trying to do everything at once and oh, I'm going to start a podcast, and I'm going to start open up my social media, and I'm going to start to go on this new webinar that's available, and I'm going to do this training, and also I'm going to have to change my website, and I'm going to actually create a brand new website, I think. And then it goes on, and we realize, wait a minute, what needs to be done, and how can you work smarter and put your efforts on things that matter, on things that will generate an income. So remember to work smarter, and that's what I teach with my business mentorship clients now, is how can we focus and channel their energy into one channel that will give them money right now, and then with that money you can invest into another channel, and then we'll start something else, and then we'll start something else. So let's all work smarter.